Hi, my name's L.A.Sampson and thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. What I want to be talking to you guys about today are the 3 things that I know will help you get a tattoo apprenticeship. I've wanted to do these videos for quite some time now, but I didn't feel that confident of putting information out there for people about how to get a tattoo apprenticeship when I hadn't got a tattoo apprenticeship. But thank the Lord, I actually got an apprenticeship the other day and I am so happy that it is paid off, because I've been looking to get an apprenticeship for 10 months and it has taken so many times of going into tattoo studios and hearing no and that we haven't got any space and things like that, and finally I managed to get one, so I can't wait to start because I'm starting in like a few days time, so that's going to be really good. So the things that I've learned throughout this 10 months hopefully are going to help you guys, and there are 3 key things, like I said, that are definitely going to help you. So the first thing is your portfolio. Now, your portfolio is absolutely huge. It is the thing that basically sets you apart from everybody else who are trying to get apprenticeships, and there's a lot of people trying to get into tattooing. So you basically want to be giving yourself the best edge possible, and what I found was by having a professional looking portfolio with quality artwork at a consistent level. It definitely helped me talk to people about my art and for them to see what I'm about and what my artistic skill set is and what my ability is. So what I did was I went out to the range, just like a local department store, and I purchased an A3 portfolio, some plastic sleeves, and also some black card so that I could mount my pictures onto the card. And I spent around about £35 in total, and then I came home, got together all of my artwork and looked through every single bit of it and found the ones that I felt best showed my talents. And then I literally sat them down and arranged them in a way so that it all flowed really nice throughout the portfolio, mounted the pictures to the card, stuck them in the wallets and put the wallets in the portfolio, and that's your portfolio done. You would be so surprised at how many tattoo artists actually turned around and said it's so good to see someone come in with a professional portfolio, because other people go in with, I don't know, scraps of paper and be like, look, I can draw, or a sketch pad or their iPad with their Instagram gallery on. Artists like looking at physical artwork, so it's really important that you showcase your best stuff in the most professional way possible. So tip number 2 is you want to be doing a little bit of research. So you want to be looking at all the tattoo artists and tattoo studios that are around in your closest area or your vicinity, and you want to be looking at the people that you feel are going to best suit your style, the people that are at the highest caliber. What you want to do then is you want to prioritize those studios and those artists to the people that you want to be talking to, not only first but the most as well. So what I did was I went on Google Maps and on Facebook and I jotted down all the studios, and then I looked at all the people's work and I set a route out for myself, then set a date and just went out to as many studios as I possibly could. When you go into tattoo studios, you literally just go in there and be like, hi, my name's so-and-so. I was just wondering if you have any availabilities for a tattoo apprentice because I'm looking to start a career in the industry. Something to that effect, whatever comes naturally to you. You just go in there, say that, and a lot of the time you've got to kind of anticipate the fact that these people are going to turn around to you and say no. They're going to be like, I'm sorry, we already have an apprentice in at the moment, or our studio's too small, or I just don't want to take on an apprentice. For whatever reason that may be, they just might not want to take on an apprentice. You do not want to let the fact that people are going to say no to you more often than not deter you. If someone does turn around to you and say, no, sorry, we're not looking to take anyone on, just, if you've got your portfolio ready there waiting, always just say, okay, no problem, I've got my portfolio with me and I was just wondering if you'd take a look at it and maybe give me some feedback of what you think about it. That is the best opener, because basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to build a relationship with these tattoo artists, because a lot of the time a tattoo artist is gonna take you on because you've got a decent artistic skill set and you're also a decent person, or that you're approachable and they feel like they can get on with you. Say for instance, if you have the most amazing portfolio, but you're just a complete bell end and you've got a stinking attitude, the tattoo artist isn't going to take you on. They're going to literally wait for somebody else to walk through the door who maybe has half the artistic ability as you, but is way more approachable, and they feel that they can sit down and dedicate some time with them and teach them properly. So definitely take that into consideration. You want to come across as approachable as possible. When you're going in there and you literally talk about, when you show them your portfolio, it gives you the perfect opportunity to open the communication between you and the artist. Building a relationship, it's all about communication. So when you've got your portfolio there and they're looking through it, it is perfect because you can talk about what it is that you're passionate about. So you can literally, the tattoo artist is going to get a feel for what your art is, what you're about, and it's just going to be super beneficial in the long run that you do that. So I would definitely recommend going into these studios and taking your portfolio with you and literally being as approachable as possible. You also want to use that time to soak up as much information. So you want to be asking questions, whatever questions that you have about the industry, you literally just want to be asking as much stuff as possible so that you can soak up as much information in that short period of time. Then what you want to do is, once you've gone to all these tattoo studios, just because they've turned around to you and said no, definitely don't let that deter you. You want to be putting in your diary a date for in 2 to 3 weeks time where you're going to drop back into that studio and you're literally just going to show your face and show that person that you are serious about getting an apprenticeship. Hopefully during that time you've created some more work, so you aren't just going in and just being like, oh, yeah, I know you didn't have anything a couple of weeks ago, but do you have anything now, or do you know anybody that may have an apprenticeship available? If you've been creating artwork whilst you've been at home, then you can take that in as well, and they can see that you're trying to develop your skills whilst you're away from the studio. So that is super important, which kind of leads me on to the next point, which is tip number 3. Just because you have a portfolio, definitely continue to create work. It is so easy to sit and look at your portfolio and be like, okay, that's the thing that I'm taking out for like the next 2, 3, 6, 10 months, a year, whatever it is, however long. It is so easy to do that. But you don't want to do that. You want to be trying to develop your portfolio, and you want to keep on building on your abilities as an artist. So whilst you're at home, you want to possibly try and learn how to do Flash whilst you're at home, or just try and learn a different style, or maybe if you're really set in your style, then just continue to build that, just continue to draw every single day. It's so important for you to do that. And also as well, what you want to do is go on YouTube and literally soak up as much information as possible. So what I did was I'd sit down with my sketchbook and start creating some new Flash, and I would stick on a Vice documentary or a tattoo documentary, and I would literally, whilst I was drawing, I would learn about all the different studios around the world, all the different tattoo artists and all the different styles around the world. And it is so important for you to soak up as much information about the industry that you want to be a part of. That's essentially it, really. Those are my 3 things. So just to recap, number 1 is you want a professional looking portfolio that is of a consistent and high artistic quality. You also want to do a little bit of research and set out a plan so that you visit the top studios in your area with the top artists that are going to teach you in your chosen field, and you want to go in there often. Finally, you just want to be continually trying to build on your portfolio whilst you're at home and soak up as much information as you can on the internet. They're the 3 things that I basically did during the 10 months when I was looking for an apprenticeship. Thankfully, it paid off. Like, I would definitely say that that's pretty much the things that I did. So hopefully some of this information has helped you in some way. If you feel it has, then definitely give it a like. Also, if you could leave a comment, or if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me, please do feel free to ask me a question. Like I said, I'm at the very beginning stages of my tattoo journey, so I might not be the best person to talk about the technical side of tattooing, but if there's any questions that are asked to me that I don't know, then I can definitely go and ask somebody else and try and get those questions answered for you. I don't really know, this is the first video that I've done and I don't really know where these are going, so I'm kind of just gonna see what happens. But maybe what might be a good idea is for me to go out and maybe interview some of the absolutely awesome tattoo artists that are in Hull, because that's the city where I'm from. So yeah, we've got some absolutely fucking amazing artists in this city as well, so I could definitely sit down and maybe do an interview with people and pass some of your questions on to them and get some other people's info and feedback as well. That might actually be a really cool thing to do. So like I said, I don't really know where these are going, but thank you so much for taking the time. I hope I haven't rambled, because this is completely unscripted. But thanks, and I don't really have a sign out yet, but just peace.